So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan derby. It has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game.
Yes, Peter, this is one of the must-see derbies in world football. The atmosphere alone will send shivers down your spine. When a goal is registered, the decibel level will deafen you. Believe me on that. Tension levels can be off the scale, and the Milanese have a unique way of expressing their emotions. I've been privileged.
Chance for a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Gjuygg really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Not in time! Got to be quick to recover this. Oh, good spread. Chance here to counter. Now, can they get him away? Pulisic. And here's Rabiot. Swings it across. Thuram charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Mkhitaryan. He's in space and looking for options. Now the ball in. Crossed in once more. Oh, that's a fine interception. Made out to the left flank. Milan are looking to break at pace. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. And being an Italian...
And a shot! Luis Enrique. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now Di Marco. And now the breakaway. Salmakas. Oh, this is a very good run. Pulisic providing an outlet on that flank. Rabiot. It's Rabiot! And kept out by the most elastic of play.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
It's Mkhitaryan. Salmakas. Rabiot. Threads one in. And he cuts out the supply. Mkhitaryan. Sujic. Luis Enrique. He has found the way through. Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rabiot. Now it's Pulisic. Looking to play him in. Salmakas is wide and looking to get onto this. Might be danger here. Bissek can get it clear. Pavlovic. And here's Rabiot. Now it's Pulisic. Approaching the half-hour mark. Salmakas engages and forces him off the ball. Mkhitaryan going full tilt down the left. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
To say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Luis Enrique, he's got away, played into the box, he's got through. Goal! Inter! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did.
Gol per
He got a
l'Inter.
strong forehead
Ha segnato al 34esimo minuto
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Can he get onto this? That's tidy. DiMarco. And it's Zielinski. And he's forced to go back.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Distributed tidily. Now it's Enrique. Oh, good steal, he just read it. That has ended up in no man's land. Mkhitaryan. Bissek. Now it's Fulkrug. Now it's Pulisic. Akanji. Inter Milan are looking unguarded here, just about getting away with it.
Yeah, I felt that this was what their opponents were setting up to do, and they got away with that.
And here's Mkhitaryan. Fofana. And here's Lautaro Martinez! Oh my word, that is quite something! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And here's Fulkrug. There's the whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. They're still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break. You can be sure of that. Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Martinez. Now it's Thuram. Modric. Estupinian. Tries to pass it through. Good play through for the wide man. And it's Modric. And it's Fofana. To Rabiot. Played back. Salmakers. And it's Rabiot. Rafael Leao. And it's great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. DiMarco. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Estupinian. Well, that looks a decent ball. Martinez. It's a pretty loose pass. Pulisic absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a form.
And he shoots! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Looking for the run. Pulisic receives it in a wide position. Now there's a fine ball. Back into the middle. Look at this, and the shots! And he's taking no chances there. It's a promising position. And it's Modric. It's Rabiot!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
It's Rabiot. Passing is crisp and sharp. Real chance! And that's off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Akanji. Bastoni. Dimarco moves wide and looking to get onto this. Turan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Pulisic. He's found the way through. And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Yeah, whether it's knockdowns or headers, you'll know he'll fight for it.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Can he finish? Against the crossbar. And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Akanji. And it's Dimarco. Mkhitaryan. Now Martinez. Nicely spread. Now it's come to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rafael Leao. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Played out wide. Modric. And it's Fofana. Bisek. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries a shot! He hits the net! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back with a shout. Estupinian, can he get it through? Now Modric. Fofana. Now it's Füllkrug. Now it's Pulisic. Very nicely done. Now it's Salamakis.
Well, they're really trying hard to change the complexion of this game, and surely it's only a matter of time before they can grab a goal. They're absolutely pounding away to get it. It's superb effort.
Spread out to the left. Looking for options for movement. And he's onside. Header! He scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
Gol per l'Inter. Ha segnato all'85esimo minuto numero 10. Cambio di giocatori.
Inter Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. The final 5 minutes. Back it goes. It's Modric! And that is great goalkeeping. Martesi. That is one way to stop him. And he's had it! Big relief, it just needed a bit of contact. Inter Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Carlos Augusto. And it's Gjuygg. That's a good ball out wide.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Turan! Estupinian. Here's Rafael Leao. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of
So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan derby. It has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game.
Yes, Peter, this is one of the must-see derbies in world football. The atmosphere alone will send shivers down your spine, and when a goal is registered, the decibel level will deafen you. Believe me on that. Tension levels can be off the scale, and the Milanese have a unique way of expressing their emotions. I've been privileged to be in this position before now, and I'm not expecting to leave disappointed.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Gjuygg. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Henrik Mkhitaryan. He's not the biggest, strongest or quickest, Peter, but what he lacks in physique, he certainly makes up for with a supreme footballing intelligence. And
it's Rabiot!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Bisek. Milan replying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
An instinctive delivery. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Rabiot. Pulisic gets into a good position. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but
it's a mighty effort! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Thuram certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Still goalless at the moment. That's a decent ball. Martinez! Fofana. Rabiot. And that clicks a press here, right on top of them. And it's Rabiot. Tomori. Pavlovic. Estupinian. Here's Rafael Leao. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Thuram receives it in a wide position. Mignon claims comfort. Pavlovic. Rafael Leao. Fofana. Well, it's beyond the defence. Gjuygg kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bastoni. Over to the left. Martinez. Distributed tidily. That's Enrique. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kanji calmly anticipates. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And it's Gjuygg. He's a sharp little ball here. Very nicely done. And he's got his range wrong there. Gjuygg, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been played through. He's had a shot! And Milan have the lead.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to pull him in. Both needed to be taken to perfection.
Ha segnato al 33esimo minuto. Numero 10.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Cross flooding towards the middle. That's the keeper's ball. Salvakas. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now Pulisic.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Sucic. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Can he get onto this? Mkhitaryan. Dimarco. And that's aimed into the middle. And well played. Salvakas. Pulisic. So what can they make of this? That's a great ball here. Great chance! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish
Milan. Ha segnato al 49esimo minuto.
It's like walking into a
Numero
sucker
10.
punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And Martinez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short, and it's Mkhitaryan. Flings it across. Oh, well played, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
There's fan support out wide. Estupinian picks it up out wide. And the shot! Just off target. And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
But Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or
Ricordiamo a
forcing the
tutti i
issue
tifosi che è possibile
I'd always
continuare
been
ancora
trying
ci
to go
sono nelle
for
apposite
the latter,
aree.
go for a
Grazie.
third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the action is back on the way. Dimarco showing good feet. Salamakas does really well to win the ball back. No way through. Zielinski. Fofana. And it's Modric. Driving on and making good progress. Modric is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Estupinian. Rafael Leao. Modric. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Thuram. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rafael Leao with 2 goals already to his name. Pavlovic crossing high and with purpose. Fofana. Modric puts his foot on the gas. Rafael Leao being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Bisek. Milan with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out to the left it goes. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's been taken short. Mkhitaryan with the delivery.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Rabiot. Modric. He's found a way through. Tries to... Oh, what a
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Living with himself. Salmakers. Pulisic. He does have an assist to his name. And it's Modric. And that has left him in a heap. Milan have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Rabiot. And he's forced to go back. Modric to Rabiot. Modric. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Estupinian. Knocks it into space. And it's Rabiot. Oh, some tackle that. Salmakers. That's Rabiot. Bisek producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Martinez. Can he get on the end of this? Look at the space here. Chance. Oh, smashing header! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
It's a good run down the right. Rabiot. And here's Fulkrug. Played out wide. And it's Modric. And here's Rafael Leao. That's nice. Rafael Leao going full steam ahead down the left flank. Zielinski. Mkhitaryan. Alex DeMarco. Can he get it through? Picked up brilliantly. Thuram! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Ball swung it. He's got through. It's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was utter.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Crosses it, up he goes! And he's following up!
Inter simply cannot let their heads drop. They need their big characters now to keep them going.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
You have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11. Lascia il campo per il numero 18.
Sucic. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Sucic. He's in plenty of space here. There's no flag. He rises! And that could come back to haunt them.
Thuram absolutely
una
knew he
sostituzione.
couldn't afford to miss that.
Salmakers. vision. Spread neatly. Salamanca's. Terrific header. Really well taken goal. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. That is a fine goal. Efficiently done.
Ha segnato all'85esimo minuto numero 9.
Got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Rafael Leao. Estupinian. Milan finding their passes. And it's Rabiot. Out towards the flank. Salamanca's. Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Gjuygg. Fratesi. Damian looking to run onto it. Damian, he's picked his way through. Played into the middle. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And clearly now in lead preservation mode. Gjuygg goes sliding in. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivers the big header! Oh, it's hit the post! Searching pass he's played there. That has been cut short. And that's that. Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Rafael Leao taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly.